Hey there, everybody. Elton McFall here in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's a glorious midday midday. Anyway, it's after 12. It's the, you know what? I've lost track of what day it is. I think it's the 7th today. And anyway, yeah, it's a glorious morning. It's finally actually nice enough to do this kind of video outside because there's hardly any wind at all. So anyway, I had finished this model a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, I'm using the GoPro for a change. And you know, it's funny how being older as I am, I really believe that everything happens for a reason because of the fact that I wasn't able to make a video of this like I usually do, usually pretty much after I'm done a model, but the weather was so shit. So here we are, and I'm going to show you something else I think I've attached to the title of this. But anyway, we're going to start with this AMT model here. So here's the box. This is a circa, I think, 1991 kit. 1989. And yeah, I think at that time they were actually still made in the USA. And I actually built this same kit back in the mid-90s, I don't know, 30 years ago, I guess. I had painted it black, and of course it was in my mom's garage, and it had a dark red interior. I had jacked up the front there. I had the rear end was dropped. It had the Krager mag wheels on it, which come with the kit. It was really cool, and I regrettably sold it years later when I got into this very easy pattern of, like, selling stuff on eBay. Really mostly because of the Americans, because Americans compared to us Canadians have money generally, because here we're freaking taxed to death. But anyway, that's the price to pay when you have Medicare. So anyway, so last winter I see this kit on Marketplace. I said, holy cow, I gotta get this thing. And I think like a week or two earlier I thought to myself, man, I actually was thinking about how I wish I could get this kit and build this model again. And there it is. And it was like, I think the guy wanted 25 bucks. He was downtown, which is even close. So anyway, I go downtown, I get the kit, pay the guy, said, I'll give you 20 bucks, And he says, okay. So, but the thing is, and by the way, this is a buyer beware kind of a thing. When it comes to model kits, all right, unless you're an experienced modeler like me, I'm not a professional modeler, by the way. But if you buy a kit and the box has already been opened, there's no wrap around it, unless the parts are all sealed in their bags, you could have a surprise like I did. I mean, imagine how stupid I am. I get home, I'm like, where's the freaking hood? There's no hood. So I'm like, well, that's just great. So anyway, fast forward to, I don't know, just a couple of months ago or so. And I had this nice boomer couple come over last summer, and I sold them a bunch of model car parts and some shit models that were built and stuff like that. And anyway, so that nice couple gave me the hood that what I was missing for this guy. So that was really cool. Thanks again to Rock and Joanne for that. The last time I filmed a model with this GoPro, didn't seem to like showing things too well on a close-up. Another thing that's interesting to mention, well, for one thing, originally I thought to myself, if I ever get to build this kit again, I'm going to make a Cheech and Chong replica, like an Up in Smoke, one of my favorite movies, and with the blue doors and the Krager mags and all that. But I had seen on a couple of model car groups on Facebook, like, I've seen this like 2-3 times, people have done that. I said, well, I'm not going to do that. So I thought, I'd like to do like some wicked metallic old school paint job. But what is it? I don't know, in the last 5-10 years, it just seems like everything's always getting worse, never better, right? I'm telling you right now, man, the simplest freaking thing, like this, and you guys know, you build models like me, a lot of you, the best paint you can get for these types of miniature models is Tamiya spray paint. It's made specifically for these models, so the mist is light and it sprays on evenly and it shines. It's beautiful. But no, now you can't buy it anymore because we live in Canada, and I don't know, the government of Canada, they found something, they found lead, or I don't know what the fuck they found in the paint, so basically you can't find this paint anymore. And even if you try to import it from the States, they're gonna like destroy it when it arrives in Canada. So anyway, so I settled with this what's called Kona Brown from hey, by the way, I'm just a couple of blocks from my place, and my place is like just down there. Oh, look at that. Interesting. So yeah, so I settled with this paint. I bought a Canadian Tire, this Kona brown, and it's not really showing, but it's like kind of a what do you call it, like an eggshell kind of shine to it, you know. But it looks really cool, and I did a number on the interior as well. I did all that by hand painted those white walls. By the way, those white walls are actually they are Tamiya paint, but the little paint bottles, you know, acrylic. And I wanted to make it as low as possible as well. And very, very happy with the result. This is not the best time to film. It's freaking high noon. What the hell am I doing here? But I wanted to get this done because it's supposed to be sunny on Wednesday, but how do I know if the winds are going to be light? Because tomorrow we got like a front coming in. It's going to snow. Not a lot of snow, but you know, when the front moves in, after that it gets windy. And you know, that's how it goes. And of course you've got your 409, legendary 409 high performance V8 there. Yeah. And you know, but again, you know, I made the Cheech and Chong reference, but the 64 Impala is undoubtedly one of the coolest and most badass cars ever made. And of course all Chevy Impalas are cool, 63, 64, 58, 59, whatever. But there's something about these cars compared to the 63. They were just perfectly executed. I mean, the front end alone, they had the whole grill and you know, the whole grill and bumper treatments. Just, this is what America was great at. This is really, once again, I've said it so many times, this is an age we'll never see again, man, again. It's just like all these old buildings that remain here, you know, they're symbolic, where everything was made here, all the bricks, the cement, everything, all the pieces, the wood. Same thing with all these cars, all the parts are made here, everybody was working. And now the American industry, the American automobile industry is a freaking joke. So, especially when you hear about Chrysler having to close plants because of the tariffs, what a bunch of bullshit, really. That's the way she goes, man. So anyway, so that concludes that over here. Oh yeah, by the way, there's your famous, for you younger guys, there's your X-frame. I don't know what the hell they were thinking at GM back then, because of course GM at that time was largest and most dynamic company ever. But they decided to make this X-frame, which has no safety whatsoever for passengers here in case of a side impact. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, I got a wheel that's crooked over here. I don't know why, but so yeah, I hope this turns out. It's not easy to, you know, one of the things I hate about this GoPro, the viewfinder is so small, it's very hard to see properly. It's hard for me even to see if this thing is, like, you know, sharp, frankly. So let's see what happens if I just set that down like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think I would have ideally have done this earlier, but I just finished my painting related to this, and I got other stuff to do today too. So of course used the chrome marker, has the twin antennas. I put them on. It had two mirrors, but one of the mirrors I actually used for my 63 Plymouth Fury taxi. And yeah, the plane. Anyway, all right, so that's it for the Impala. So anyway, so when I did this car, or I was finishing it, I thought to myself, man, you know what, I'm an artist, for crying out loud. And for the past almost 3 years, I've estimated to have done over 55 paintings. Most of them were for people, commissions. I didn't get rich, but it pays the rent, pays the bills. Well, it helps anyway, because YouTube is really a joke. I mean, I get taxed 50% of my revenue. I don't know why the hell I'm the only YouTuber who always blurts all this stuff out. You know, I'm as transparent as glass. So anyway, so I thought to myself, yeah, why don't I do a painting of this exact model I did, which wasn't really originally the color I was going to do, actually. It's the funny thing about it. So this is what I just finished today. There we go. The same car, 64 Impala brown. Not the same brown though, this is just like a regular, I don't know, dark brown. And a whole background I did from just, you know, memory from imagination. Added the same Texas license plate in the front there, the decal that I have on this one. And yeah, of course with the SS Impala hubcaps. Those hubcaps, by the way, were the Chevy Impala SS was really a trim level model, like a custom model. meaning you had those deluxe spinner looking hubcaps, you had the thicker chrome moldings there, you had bucket seats, you know, different interior door panels. What else can I tell you? Yeah, and I just the motel thing, that was an idea actually I got from my mom, and from the last painting I did of my friend's 70 Cadillac. I can't see a goddamn thing. Even looking at the camera, the sun is right above me. Never redo this again, El. Never again. Never again. It's working out well, but hopefully somebody buys this freaking thing, man, you know, because again, I'm committed more than ever in my whole life, making myself a success as an artist. And you see, this is my cue to cut out. This guy just walked in the shot there, and so he is with his kid. So I didn't want to make this a long-winded thing. There's people here. If this was summer right now, this whole park would be full, actually. And yeah, this is where I've been filming my models for many years. This is only the second painting I actually ever show out here. I figured maybe that's the best thing to do. And in case any of you are wondering why I do this all the time, it's because like almost all the old apartments around here, they're almost all about 100 years old, give or take. They're all dark as hell, and that's the downside. They're charming, you know, with their exterior staircases and all that, but they are dark as hell. And yeah, that's it, man. So that's a $300 painting. If you're a members only person, well, that's, let's say $275. Typical shitbox sound from my area. And that's it, guys. That's it, that's all. $25 to ship that, and that's about it, my friends. If I'm kind of taking my time, I just want to make sure I have all the right shots. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Be well, and I hope this video inspires you to create some stuff of your own, man, because I think it's just a waste of life when people are building or creating nothing. They're not just, you know, I mean, if you're retired and you worked your whole life, even at that, you should be doing stuff, you know, traveling or whatever it is. Stay active. Like my parents, they stay active, they stay busy. My aunt Lucy, same thing, always doing something. She's taking dance classes, English classes, she's going to see this person, that person. You have to stay active and get outside, goddammit. When it's beautiful, get outside and stretch those legs and get exercise, man. Because I can't drive legally, I'm visually impaired, but man, if I got legs, I will always keep moving. I will always go. Like even later today, I'm probably gonna take the train. Maybe I'll go to the Waste Island, maybe I'll go even further. So as we say in French, c'est ça qui est ça, it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Take care, be well, and as I guess Don Cherry would say, keep your puck on the ice. Bye-bye.